King Stickman is hurt. I need your help. For the first time ever, King Stickman got actually damaged. It happened last episode after we did generational damage to the Ghost King. But then he used his crystal to damage King Stickman and weaken all his summons by also weakening the crystals in King Stickman's crown. It appears that the Ghost King's crystal can weaken other power crystals, which if you don't know, King Stickman literally needs to summon more fighters. And yes, it's so over. King Stickman has his own life bar now, with a good third of damage already gone. If we don't watch out, the entire Stickman bloodline will end right here. The Ghost King truly is the strongest boss we've ever faced. But we still got each other. And while summons don't work, I need every one of you to describe or draw their own Stickman fighter into the comments, because that's all we can add while the king is hurt. I don't want to believe it myself, but I think it's over. For the first time ever, we are actually losing, and I don't know what to do about it. Let's add a ninja to try and steal the Ghost King's power crystal in this quick episode. So let's add him onto the Ghost King's crown like this. And he attempted to steal the stone, but it's fit too tightly. And also, no way. He got charged with some sort of energy, absolutely decimating him. We shouldn't get close to the stone, ever. Let's try to save our king who got badly hurt by the evil Ghost King last time with the Alan Becker Stickman, Henry Stickman and some healers. As you can see, he only has 2/3 of his life left, which is why so many of you suggested to add healers. And this is what we're going to do first. Add some healer stickmen all around the king and make them start the healing process. Let's see if it works in the next episode. While the king is still hurt, he can't summon things with powers and or magic abilities, which is why we need to use normal stickmen. So first, Henry Stickman joins the battle. He will fight against the ghost using his brain. Here's his damage. Good one. Next up, the Alan Becker Stickman. Probably one of the strongest groups of stickmen there is. So let's add them all around the Ghost King and make him fight. And they did good damage too, although they're still debuffed because of King Stickman's status. Lastly, let's add an original character. He has a cape he can use to glide and parry like Batman, and he has a sword. I'll add him gliding right here, and also respectable damage. See y'all in the next one. And don't forget to comment your Stickman suggestions. Our king is still hurt by the attack from the Ghost King. The healers are working hard. In the meantime, we need to strike back. So let's add some original characters while the king's summoning ability is weakened. First, Knight Azriel, who swore his life to the king. Hold up, his writing is this? Let's add him to protect the king by disrupting the ghost's energy beam, and yes, he did good damage to the Ghost King as well. Next, Kid Stickman, who is fast because of a sugar rush? Sure, here's the damage. Next up, another ninja Stickman, and this time, he won't touch the purple gem like the last one, and thereby also do damage. We are so back. Now let's also add him. He has a log. Here you go. Add 22 fighters and subscribe to Stickmanwar. Yes, finally a good idea. Let's add all the fighters and give them some weapons. Let's grow this army and leave a follow, cause on top, King Stickman is healed. We can summon stronger characters again. So comment your best ideas, and by that I do not mean stuff like this. I did Larry from Clash Royale dirty. So a couple episodes back, I added Larry the Skeleton from Clash Royale and let him do this much damage because I said,
but he's a skeleton after all. Mini damage.
And oh boy did you guys not like that.
Larry's disrespect will not be accepted. Larry again, but don't underestimate him.
Justice for Larry, best card game. Also,
did you hear about the time Larry took down an E-Dragon?
He slayed dragons? Okay, let's say he trained since that episode, which was 7 days ago. And here is his revised damage. Satisfied now? Alright, while we're at it, and you subscribed just now, let's also add a Sparky and upgrade our existing Mega Knight to an Evo one. First, the Sparky, placing it right here on the job application while I draw it. Comment what I should add in this epic fight in the next episode. And the damage of the Sparky is insane, just not as good as Larry's. So let's see what the Evo Mega Knight can do. This was his past damage, by the way, and now he additionally did this much more. What next? I'm adding Wally West, KJ and more to the fight against the evil Ghost King who nearly ended the life of our king, King Stickman, a few episodes ago. He's now healed, but to improve our healing situation, let's add a better healer with magic healing powers. I'll add him here to protect the king from further attacks. If you want the king to be protected, follow now. Next, Wally West, the speedster that outran death and even time itself. He's extremely strong and he's done, doing a lot of damage to the Ghost King in an instant. Now to the good part. Greg? What? I said good part. Next, KJ. Why have I never heard of this guy before? He's added instantly and the damage is generational as well. Let's hope we stay at this level. Next comment. Add penguins. Yes? Playing chess? No. Why? We have a fight to fight. I will put them right here at the edge anyway, so they can play chess in peace. And to protect them, I'll add an archer stickman right here. What should I add next? Can Sonic, Aang in the avatar state, and more of your suggestions defeat this Ghost King and deal some damage? Let's find out. Let's add Sonic first, jumping at the Ghost King. And don't forget that he literally beat Flash in a race, so he's strong. And while I finish drawing, make sure you are subscribed. Now he's done. And he did fair damage too. Next, let's add a Necromancer summoning a bunch of undead knights. Let's add the Necromancer right here in the air and give him a cool design. Now some undead troops as well. By the way, I'm dropping a guide on how to design cool Stickman characters tomorrow. Subscribe for that. And the damage is pretty good for the Necromancer as well. Next, let's finally add Aang in the avatar state, which is really strong. Let's place him right here. How much damage do you think he will do? Let's find out. And that's amazing, he did a bit for every element. Also, don't get angry. Remember that these are summons summoned by King Stickman using the power of the crown, which is power cap. Lastly, let's add an alien and a UFO. Mini damage for that. Something crazy just happened. We've been fighting this massive Ghost King for a month now, and your suggestions did really well, as you can see here. But still, this is the strongest boss we've ever encountered, and it literally damaged King Stickman a couple episodes ago. That never happened before. Remember, when King Stickman is weak, he can't summon any more of your ideas, which means we will lose the battle. And that was pretty hard, but luckily we summoned some healers to heal him really quickly. And if you thought that was the lowest point we've had, I think something happened that will change your mind. Just watch this. Right there on the top of the Ghost King, a shadowy figure appeared. It looks similar to King Stickman as it has a crown, a sword and a cape as well, but it is clearly not on our side. But the most concerning thing by far, apart from you not being subscribed yet, is that this guy has his own crown with his own power crystal, and I don't want to know what he can do with it. Can various characters from Stickmanwar Legacy deal damage to the Ghost King and maybe even the new mysterious character that appeared on top of it? Let's find out by adding all of them at once and checking the damage of them at the end. Let's start with the most important one, the Miner. No, not that mine. This is important because we need more gold to afford more troops, just like in the game. Next, let's add the Archidon for some ranged battle. Followed by the normal swordman. Warning, you need to subscribe and like to keep watching. Okay, next let's add the Magician to summon backup troops. And since we already got a Spearton, let's just add the Giant next. I'll add him right here behind the other ones. And finally, let's add the Golden Spearton, throwing a spear at the ghost right on the very top here. But to investigate who this mysterious new enemy is, let's hire El Comisario Juan to work on that. Buena suerte, El Comisario. Now, the absolute massive damage. Damn! Only a little more great suggestions left from you and the ghost is defeated. It is time to defeat the evil Ghost King and his new sidekick right here. You suggested Hollow Knight, The Mask, Egress and so many more, and we will finish the ghost with One Punch Man at the very end. We are so back. First, let's add Hollow Knight. I'll add him attacking mid-air here, and he did respectable damage. Next, let's add the Mask, one of the most reality-defying characters. He did a lot more damage than Hollow Knight.
It is I, Even Toast, here to save the day.
Oh, sure, whatever you will actually do.
How about Red Among Us?
Dude, Among Us and we're nearly in the big 26? Nah, but what is that damage? Let's add something actually good. Egress from Solo Leveling. And after him, let's finish them with One Punch Man. I'll put Egress attacking mid-air right here as well. And he's done and looks really powerful. And he really is. The ghost is nearly done for now. It is time for One Punch Man for the finale, but we will do that in the next episode. Stay tuned.